So the state of South Dakota just had a first that nobody really wants. They just became the first state to make it illegal for trans people to use bathrooms that correspond with their preferred gender identity. The bill reads, and I quote, "Every restroom, locker room, and shower room located in a public elementary or secondary school that is designated for student use and is accessible by multiple students at a time shall be designated for and used only by students of that same biological sex." That bill goes on to specify that biological sex, of course, means the chromosome and genitalia that a person possesses at birth. So besides being bigoted against trans people, I guess they're just forgetting the fact that 1 in 1,500 people is born intersex. So what are these people gonna do? I don't know. I certainly hope so, because this bill basically makes it illegal for an intersex person to ever use a public restroom. I would love to continue with this story, but I'm too distracted by everyone's genitals in the room that I can't see. So many people in opposition to the bill are actually pointing out that following this law would mean that South Dakota schools lose out on federal funding, which means millions of dollars. But apparently it's all worth it just so that we can make trans kids feel horrible about themselves. Well, congrats, South Dakota, for giving me a reason to actually talk about you guys, but I mean, maybe we can try to do it in a more constructive and positive way next time. I would just personally like to point out that, you know, even if this bill was completely and totally overturned and trans people were allowed to use the restrooms that corresponded with their gender identity, like harassment and rape and all of that would still be illegal. I don't know why so many lawmakers are convinced that letting trans people use their preferred restrooms is going to just instantly ensure sexual harassment. Are people throwing parties in stalls? Like, what is going on? All right, let's take a look at some of those comments. The Dr. Donna, well, looks like I'm just gonna have to continue never going to South Dakota ever again. My thoughts exactly. Mr. Patted, this does not protect our children, it marginalizes some of them further. Here's the thing, you're stating facts, but I don't think those lawmakers really care about facts. Gothfield, South Dakota is in the news for a transgender discrimination bill. Wow, living here is cool. Oh my God, you actually live there? My sympathies. Not surprisingly, the ACLU has now started circulating an online petition to try to get the governor of South Dakota to not sign the bill, because thankfully it's not law just yet. So we will definitely put a link in the description if you are interested in checking it out and signing it and joining the fight. But in the meantime, what do you guys think of this bill? Let us know in the comments below, and subscribe for more What's Trending Femme.